what is it? Because in transformative context, what we do, mainly we are trying to go with the topics, and that is based on the traditional content. We take it from the traditional content and we'll try to generate. So we are going to go with the community-based action here. Next slide. Next is going to be the one where we are going to co-center. In the co-centering, what we do, we are trying to see that the contents are equal. The transformative content and traditional contents are equal, and we are engaging the students in social action here. Next. So both classroom as well as community-centric action. Next one is going to be add-on. In add-ons, what we do, we try to go with the students are going to be engaged in the primarily, we are going to make them a classroom-centric action. So we'll add on with the peripheral information here. Last one, it's going to be tapered. So from the broader to tapered view, it's a funnel method. So we can see next slide. So last one is, it's going to be where we can see the relevant topics, because we are not going with any transformative perspectives. Only relevant topics are dealt. Next slide. Okay, so in transformative teaching methods, mostly we see traditional methods, mostly we are going with a predetermined destination. It's a teacher-centered banking method where only teacher is depositing the knowledge. Liberative progressive method, we all know very well, student-centered banking method where the students are exploring. And last, next slide. Next is transformative. In transformative, we can see, next slide. We can see the transformative methods. It's a pathway where we can see the broader view, thick description, and community involvement. So here you can see one very important method, what I've given, deep sea cave diving. You all know very well, deep sea cave diving requires an important skill. So we should make them to enable, we should make them to engage, we should teach, not only go with the lesson plan, should also be a scholar, should have a good knowledge, should be able to produce knowledge from the students, should be going with the social context, and also should know what is happening in the world, should be able to give insights into the life of the students, and very importantly, appreciate the students' goals and purposes. Next one. Okay, so here I think this is the same thing where we are going to connecting the students' strength with the community-based learning. Next one. So next one is transformational inquiry. We have to go with the inquiry. So real world issues should be known to the students. We should teach the purpose. Then only the students can go for the investigation and exploration of the learning experiences. Next. The same thing. I don't want to tell the same steps. Next. So next one, it's a Socratic method we have to use, where we have to go with the authentic questions. So we should not go with any kind of didactica. Didactica is nothing but the traditional methods, teaching and learning. That should be totally removed. Open-ended questions should be given. Hypothesis testing should be done. Next one. So here, transformative, it includes direct instruction, small group discussion. Next one. It also have a large classroom. Whole classroom discussion also can be done. Next. So I'm telling, so this is very important because we have to use the media, because you all know Generation Z is Zoomers. They are more of browsing. So we should teach them how to view, how to consume. So what to consume, when to consume, how to consume the media, and also create what they can. So with this, they can create something, they can produce something. So we are going to make them very innovative. Next. So we are very importantly, we should teach them to work on the community-based projects. Next one. So here, we all know very well, we have to teach them how to use the graphic organizers, because most of us, we have learned, but we are not at all using this, like Venn diagram, cornell notes, note taking, T-chart should be used, describing wheels, cost-effective charts. Next one. Please go on. You all can explore this now. Now you all can find out. Next slide. So there is something, concept mapping is there, drawing pictures, mind mapping, but that's what we do. Observation inference chart and KWL, KWS. Most of them we are not using this. Like know, what we are trying to learn, and what we are trying to want to know, and it's nothing but what are the sources, mainly for the problem solving. Next slide. So here, very importantly, we have to go with the initiating and framing the discourse. Here, we are framing the discourses. We should make them to generate the ideas, and after reflection, they'll generate the ideas, because then only the action can be done. So initiate the communication for this. Next one. Very importantly, when you initiate the communication, we should know how to close the communication. Closing communication is very important. Should know how to exit and come out. Next one. is where we are trying to extend the learning experiences. Very importantly, when you go with this, the students will know the facts and concepts very well, and it be a lifelong learning for the children, and that can be guaranteed. Next one. So transformative lesson sequence, always we have to start with the initiation, activity should be given, and then the closure should be done. That's more important. Next one. So there are many methods that can be used by the transformative teacher to the learners. Next. So I'm not talking because I think you all will be very well versed. There are many methods like peer-based learning, and there is a personalized learning methods, project-based learning methods, community learning methods. Next. So these are the approaches that can be done. Then there are many innovative approaches. Gamification can be used, team-based learning, mnemonics. Like when we were studying cranial nerves, we used to use mnemonics. And like that, we can use computer-assisted learning, flipped classrooms, both online and offline, and we can make the child to reflect. Peer-assisted learning, inquiry-based learning, problem-based learning, active learning, experiential learning. So these are very important for the experiencing. They can experience and reflect. Next one. So we all know the technology enhanced learning. E-platforms can be used. Nowadays, YM is there, NPTL is there, MOOC is there. We have to use it. And we can also create the platforms. We ourselves can, because nowadays students are having Instagrams, they are having YouTube channels. Instead of going for that unwanted one, you can try to be more productive and creative. Try to have a good channel, try to have your own portal where you can share the contents, be more productive. Next one. So gamification, like bingo method, teachers also can use these methods to teach the children to assess them. So bingo, Kahoot, sometimes they can badges, sometimes there may be leaderboard method. So Kahoot all will give the awards, points will be given. Multiple choice questions can be used by Kahoot method. Bingo can, everybody can play. It is very easy. You can just go browse and you can know how it can be done. Puzzles. Well, many times the Sudoku, what everybody is playing. So like that, we can also try to make the children. So the contents, academic contents can be planned in this way by the teachers. Next one. So the flipped classrooms, already I told, collaborative learning approaches done. So very importantly, all should know, we should teach the children how to create their own portfolios. Student portfolios are very, very important. So all the teachers should know that, and students also please try to go and try to create your own portfolios. You have to describe yourself, and you can include your certificates, you can include your graduation credentials. So that is very, very important. And similarly, we can go with the project-based learning. Assessment can be done, and formative assessment, summative assessment. Very importantly, questioning, how to question the children, when to question, what question, all that should be done. So the questioning should be done. It's not like only at the end we have to question. Throughout the lesson, throughout the activity, the question can be done. Okay, next method. So mentoring is very important one. Without that, nothing can be done. So very importantly, professional learning community, where that is a collaborative approach, experiential and active learning cycle should be there, and integrating the theory into practice. So already simulation method was discussed, and now I think madam is also going to, Bharathi madam is going to discuss on that elaborately. So we have to make the children very realistic. So we all know the practical applications, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, simulation. So all that should be brought into, that can integrate the theory into practice. Okay, next. So the conclusion is to make the children learning very much dynamic, engaging, impactful, and lifelong, and make the children. So the transformative teacher has to use the transformative teaching methodology to make the transformative learners to take up the learning, in which is going to be a lifelong, and they'll be more, it is a competency based. That's why like multi-talented, multifaceted talents they'll be acquiring, and this teaching should be based on harmony, peace, and it has to include all the thick descriptions and community involvement. So then only a nursing students can become more and more stronger and more powerful. And to say our profession is a profession, we need to have talk about the rationally, and we need to be more holistic. So transformative teaching methodology has to be taken in the hands of the teachers and also the students, and use this methodology and assessment methods where the students will become more perfect, and then learning will become more interesting and very much permanent. Next. So these are the references. Next one. Next slide. Okay, next. Okay, my greatest gratitude. I owe to principal, vice principal, organizers of Indira Gandhi School and College of Nursing and the management, also to my co-speakers and the audiences. Without audience, nothing can be done. I hope it was not dragging because it's a very important topic. And thank you so much for the opportunity once again. Next slide, please. So thank you, and thank you for the opportunity again. Hope,
Sorry for inconvenient. Hope you all had
okay,
great
it's okay.
session. I greatly appreciate the depth of knowledge you provided. It has significantly enhanced our understandings. Your session was incredibly informative. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Now, let's move on to our last session. For that, I would like to call upon Ms. Priyanka, student of MSc Nursing first year. She will give brief introduction about our speaker, Dr. M. Bharti. Good afternoon, respected Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, and all chief guests, and dear teacher and student. I'm Ms. Priyanka, a student of MSc Nursing first year. Now I'm going to introduce about Dr. M. Bharti. She is working as a principal of Karnataka College of Nursing. Now let's move. Academic qualification of Dr. M. Bharti. She, is, she has completed MSc Nursing Sabita College of Nursing, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, completed in 1997. And she has also completed PhD Nursing, Sri Vinayaka Mission University, Tamil Nadu in 2015. Let's move. Seminar and workshop attended. Research methodology 2005, 2008, 2012, 2016. Disaster preparedness 2005, evidence-based nursing 2010, theory in nursing 2011, research analysis 2012, mixed method research 2014. Now we will see paper presentation. Nursing process. TNAI 1995. Communication in nursing 2008. Theory in nursing 2011. Research in methodology 2012. Teaching method 2013. Evaluation method 2013. Debate research by will or force 2014. Now we will see article and abstract. Newborn care 2010, NICU infection 2013, evaluation checklist 2013, pediatric theories 2013, VFHI impact on lactation 2018, play therapy study 2018, back message for anxiety 2018. Now last one is awards and achievement. She has got awards and achievement. Best Social Worker, Karnataka Vidyarthi Association. Thank you.
Ma'am, I am audible, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening to one and all present there, respected management and principal and vice principal, all the teaching staff. My sincere thanks to them And also a special thanks goes to the principal, Dr. Ramesh, for giving me opportunity to present today's workshop. Thank you. And I think I am the last speaker. Since morning, you're all filled with your brain, all the teaching learning models and by different speakers. And I think my topic will be very short and sweet, and it will be very interesting also. I think I may not bore all the participants. Thank you. And what the topic they have given to me is simulation-based learning. Today's my discussion is simulation based learning, and the since morning as we are discussing, I mean you're all listening, we are all listening from different speakers, teaching learning methods, and also the gap between filling of the gap between the teaching and practice. And it is very interesting, and also it is very need for the students and teachers. This is the right topic, I think. And what I am going to discuss, simulation. I think the first speaker spoke about the philosophy and teaching and philosophy and education. Actually, the teaching learning process is a very miraculous process. In this process, it is an interaction between the teacher and learner. To be an effective teaching process, there are many models. Even the methodology should be very interesting. Then only the teaching learning process will be very effective, will be very effective. I think teaching learning process, the teacher, it is a process between the teacher and learner, and both should be a very motivative. When the teaching learning models are very effective, the whole process at the end result will be very effective. I think we were listening since morning. It's are all very quite interesting, all these teaching models. And what my topic is simulation based learning. I think it is very apt to the present society. We are all living in simulation world actually. The meaning, the word itself, the simulation, actually it is derived from the Latin word. It is derived from the Latin word simulator. Simulator means it is imitating or counterfeiter. Imitating or counterfeiter. The meaning of counterfeiter is almost to the realistic thing. That is the word derived from the Latin, the meaning of that. And what is a simulation? Simulation is a teaching technique in which a real life situation and values are simulated by substitute displaying similar characteristics. See, this is a self-explanatory. When you are teaching any topic, here you are going to put in a substitute what you are going to teach. It might be a dummy, or it might be any mannequins or anything. By real picture you are putting it, and the whole process we are teaching. Then simulation creates, the meaning of simulation is simulation creates an environment resembling real life situation, which helps the students to practice and gain experience as in a real life situation. Simulation creates a teaching situation to make theory more practically oriented and realistic. See, comparatively with the other teaching models, simulation always have a very good results because it creates an environment resembling real life situation. See, whatever we teach in a classroom, and when we take the student to the demonstration lab by showing a mannequin and demonstrate the same bed bath what you taught in the class, definitely the student will have 100% learning. That's why simulation creates a teaching situation. It will be more practical. See, the mainly nursing and the medical field, the teaching situation should be more practical. Then only we can carry the same thing into the practical area, and we can fill the gap between the teaching and the practice. Otherwise, there is no proper teaching, and you cannot fill the gap of teaching and practice. See, this is the theory has formulated by Kolb. KOLB actually, this is the Kolb cycle or Kolb's process, we can say, exponential learning cycle. Here we have the 4 steps in this, that is called a 4-stage model. It is a holistic model where it experience, perception, cognition and behavior. You can see here experience. Here the first student, what he experienced when he entered into the simulation lab, first by seeing any dummy or any mannequin or any procedure, by seeing, the student will have exposed to the experience. Then going to the reflection. Reflection is they will form an idea, that's what happened in the demonstration lab, what happened. They will, that is called a reflection. That is called reflection. Then going to generalization. Here they will make an idea what they learned. Either it's a bed bath or temperature taking or the health assessment, anything what they learned in simulation lab, that is called generalization or forming an idea. Then, or it might be a re-facing it, re-exposing to the same situation, that is called a generalization. Then the fourth one is going to experiment, do it, what they learned, what they experienced, what they conceived idea, they are going to practice it. That is called application. They are going to apply in the, practical field. That is called, then again they go to experiment. This is called like a nursing process. It is a 4-stage experiential learning cycle by Kolf. See, there is a one more theory I'm going to compare it here. What the Piaget, I think we are all of us learned what is Piaget cognitive model in pediatrics in children. What he said is, see, intelligent, actually it is not a internal trait. See, when the intelligence arouses in children, when they exposed to the environment, external environment, that model is called, that theory is called cognitive development. The same way,
भाई नरेश कहाँ से तुम देर जाओ आज सर लगा
Hello. See, am I audible? Am I audible? Hello.
Ma'am,
See, you are able to hear, ma?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, yes. Purpose from beginning.
Hello. Purposes of stimulation. You are listening?
Yes, we can hear.
It
Later. It's coming.
Hello. Purposes of stimulation. It is intended to help the students practice decision making and problem solving skills. It helps to develop human interaction abilities in a controlled and safe setting. It helps to achieve cognitive, affective, and psychomotor outcomes. Can fill the gap between theory and practice. See, these are all the purposes of simulation. Principles of simulation. See, simulation ensures safe nursing practice through bridging the gap between theory and practice. Actually, morning, one of the speaker was telling how the bridging of the theory and practice, definitely through simulation we can fill the bridging of the practice through nursing education to the theory. Simulation is an effective technique to learn psychomotor skills. Definitely, by real situation, we are entering into the labs or we are entering into the demonstration rooms. By seeing the real situation, you can develop wonderful psychomotor skills. Simulation helps the student to develop critical thinking abilities and problem solving skills. It helps the students to learn decision-making process and also provides feedback regarding the consequences of the decisions made. Definitely, we can see the feedback, how the student has learned or performed a particular procedure or particular skill, and they can make decisions. Simulations, especially the role play, enables the students to empathize with the real life situations. See, there are in simulations, even we can use role plays. Through this, students can empathize the feeling of the real life situations. By way of simulation, teacher can easily inculcate proper attitude among nursing students. We can teach a proper attitude to the students by using simulation technique. And also it helps for better evaluation process. For the teaching, for teachers, it is very easy, and also we can have a positive evaluation process. What are the types of simulation? See, here there are mainly three types of simulation methods: simulation exercise, simulation game, and role play. See, in simulation exercise, mainly we will use in day-to-day in most of the nursing colleges, we will use all the demonstration labs, maybe taking medical surgical or fundamentals or OBG or pediatrics. Whatever the procedure you teach, without the mannequin, you cannot teach. These are all the exercise in day-to-day nursing education. We were using simulation exercise. It has got a very good result for the students, and also they should have a 100% learning. In simulation exercise, it's a controlled representation of a piece of reality that learners can manipulate to better understand the corresponding real situation. Actually, that is the thing we are doing in day-to-day life. Simulation game that represents real life situation in which learners compete according to a set of rules in order to win, achieve an objective. Here, it is like a simulation game in some of the examples, maybe basic life support or cardiac arrest or the asphyxia or anaphylactic shock. These are the examples we can take. We can play a game, role playing. It is a form of drama in which learners spontaneously out roles in an interaction involving problem or challenges. You can take an example for this role playing, especially before we were playing actually in community setup like a puppet show or the dramas or way of telling of stories, real situation we used to perform to know, to explain to the community people. Nowadays, role playing is playing very important role even in the hospital role, where you wanted to play a role of ward in charge. You play a role of what is the unethical behavior performed by the nurse to the patient. These are all, and also how you will interview the student in a clinical setting, and how we do the physical examination by the nurse. These are all the different examples you can take for role playing. See, role playing also very important role plays in learning of the individual. What are the aspects of the simulation based learning we will use it in day to day education of the students? Mannequins we are using standardized patients, we use role play, computer based mannequins, demonstrations, and also videotape interaction, online activities, and virtual applications. See, nowadays, if you see many nursing colleges, it is not like before. Every college is going to setting up their own skill lab, spending a lot of money. It might be medical, surgical, or pediatric, like a as realistic of the hospital situation, hospital situation they are bringing to the colleges, where students can expose before they enter into the real patient. They can learn the different procedures in the simulation labs, where they have hi-fi mannequins, the real situation and real procedure, how they should perform, they can learn. I think most of even affiliated bodies, they are making a very important norm. Every nursing college should have a skill lab performing so and so procedures for the students. Really, it gives a perfect learning for the students, and also we can prepare the nurses at present days how they have to act in real setting of the hospital. A role of a teacher in simulation. In simulation, what are the responsibilities of a teacher? The teacher has to plan the thing, that and teacher has to facilitate the procedure, and also teacher has to debriefing or evaluate the entire procedure. See, planning is very important activity in every setting of the our responsibility of the teacher. See, anything you want to teach without planning, you cannot teach. See, if you want to make any one of the procedure simulate by doing simulation, you want to teach them. It may be how to administer the intravenous administration in simulation lab. For that, you have to plan your objective and also plan your steps of the procedures, and you have to plan what are the articles are required and in a simulation lab. And when what is a facilitating? Here, facilitating means you have to explain the procedure. You have to facilitate, bring the procedure towards the to the students. Debriefing is evaluating, getting the feedback from the student. These are the facilitating responsibilities. Planning, teacher has to arrange the simulation package. Teacher must ensure the cooperation of other faculty in the simulation process. Prepare the students for simulation by providing references. Encourage reluctant students to participate in simulation. In debriefing, Debriefing sessions should be conducted immediately after simulation. Encourage the students to self-analysis. Observers are allowed to express their opinions regarding the performance. This is a evaluation. It's a form of evaluating the student, getting the feedback from the student, what procedure you have simulated. And these are the steps you have to choose the right types of simulation to improve your teaching. There are 8 steps are here. Identify your objective, consider the level of immersion, evaluate the level of feedback, assess your comfort with technology, consider time constraints, think about your student, and see that the budget, and tailor simulations to your experience. See, these are all the self-explanatory. Whenever you are doing a finding out any procedure to teach the students by simulation, these are all the steps you have to keep in your mind. Advantages of a simulation: it simplifies the complexity of real life, it is highly student centered, it facilitates peer learning, students understands possible chances of mistakes and they can be avoided. And what are the advantages of advantages? It simplifies the complexity of real life, it is highly student centered, it facilitates peer learning, students understand possible chances of mistakes, and also it fosters the critical thinking and problem solving skills. What are their disadvantages? Students may generalize the result of a single simulation, and usually students should not see, one procedure, and they should not generalize, oh, all these simulation procedures learning is like that. Simulation is expensive in terms of time, money, and energy, and this is one of the drawback, I think, because of the cost is more to get the simulators and missions, and every person is not able to afford. This is one of the drawback. Emotion laden simulations may cause mental trauma to the participating students. Sometimes certain situations when we are simulating, some students might have a trauma, maybe same experience could have happened in their house. It might be if you take a suicide case, or when we are talking about the drowning or suicide, when we are teaching to the students by simulations, maybe the same situation could have occurred in their house that causes the trauma when they are participating. The students may undervalue the complexities waiting for them in real world. Some situation it happens, and some they undervalue about the simulation technique, but it is not always. Conclusion: actually, simulation based learning provides a valuable, immersive approach to education and training, bridging the gap between theory and practice. As technology continues to reshape education, simulated teaching will be an invaluable tool in preparing our student nurses for tomorrow. Whether we are looking to experiment with new methods or refine classroom management, the ability to practice in a realistic, risk free environment opens up existing possibilities for our professional growth. See, exactly, we are all living in simulation world. Without a simulation, without a realistic situation to learn, we cannot do 100% effective quality care. We cannot provide to the patients, and also we cannot teach in the collegiate level, both in theory and as well as clinical setup. We should have a simulation in teaching. Thank you. Any doubts?
Once again, you can thank everyone. Once again, you can thank.
Once again, I thank for all the organizers and the management, principal and vice principal, and all the teaching staff for giving me this opportunity. I thank once again. Any queries or doubts, you can message me, and my number is there, and we will clarify your doubts.
We'll talk to you now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for enlightening session. We really enjoyed the session. We all of us we had been enjoyed all the detailed explanation you given in a short and sweet way. So it was very nice, and thank you so much, ma'am, for the time you kept for us and you came. Like in out of your busy schedule, you took time for us and you shared your knowledge. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you once again.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Hereby, we would like to request that we have been shared the feedback link of our today's conference theme. The link is shared in the WhatsApp group for the in-person participants. Please fill the feedback form. So we'll get some suggestions for the future also whenever we are going to plan for the conferences. And I would like to request from the gathering, if anyone want to give some suggestions, any volunteers, faculties from the colleges, if you want to give any suggestions or any feedbacks from your side, so we can modify or we can innovate our things, and in future we can present in a more good way. So any one of you, if you want to come, you can come on the stage and share your experience with us of today's conference. Anyone from Sultanpur College of Nursing? From the faculties, anyone, or from the student volunteers? Hope you all filled feedback form. Now the same way we are sharing the link of post test. So please fill the post test form also. Otherwise you will not be eligible for e-certificates. Dear participants, please maintain silence. Okay, participant, continue to fill your post test, and as you fill, submit it. I know it was like a little hectic day. Throughout the day, you had all the sessions. So, just for the refreshment, there is a cultural twist. So, we are going to call upon BSc 7 semester student for cultural performance. This energetic and vibrant performance is sure to get you in the fantastic mood.
Takacham, Tatacham.
Everybody, please finish your post test and submit. Please open the post test link in Chrome browser only. In any other browser, it will not work.
Dhum ta na 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 dhum ta na na dhum agappa. Dhum ta na na de na na dhum agasa. Dhirana gama gama maga ba ba maga sanisa. Dhirana gama gama maga ba ba maga sanisa. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Panisa sa panisa sa panisa sa. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Gereni sa ma geri sa ni da ba. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah.
Next, we have performance from BSc Nursing 5th semester student. Get ready to be mesmerized by their talent and artistry.
All the participants, please try again for post test.
Takacham. Takacham.
Kajrare, kajrare, dil kare kare nena. Kajrare, kajrare, dil kare kare nena. O tere nena, tere nena, tere nena, judwa nena. Tere nena, tere nena, tere nena, judwa nena. O tere nena, tere nena, tere nena, chupke rehna. Tere nena, tere nena, tere nena, chupke rehna. O kajrare, kajrare, dil kare kare nena.
All the participants, please fill post-test form. Now you will able to open the link.
Now we have reached to validated sessions. As we take the name of colleges, two representatives from that respective college can come upon the stage and they can receive certificates. First, I would like to request from the Sultanpur College representatives, please be on the stage. For this, I would like to request our respected principal, sir, to hand over the certificates to the college representatives. Sir, please be on the stage. Representatives, faculties, or student volunteers, please come on the stage and receive your certificates. Representatives of Rajkali College, please come upon the stage. Representative from the Ruma College, please be on the stage and receive your certificates. Mrs. Pooja Vishwakarma, CHO Pratapgarh, please come on the stage and receive your certificate. I just want faculty members, any two member can come and receive the certificates. Faculties. Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. I also want to tell Vice Principal ma'am to join the stage with sir. Sir, please stay back, sir. Now I would like to call organizing committee members. Please come on the stage, any two members, and receive the certificates. Organizing committee, not MSc student. Now I would like to call MSc first year organizing members to be on the stage. All MSc first year students, please come on the stage and receive your certificates. Thank you, sir and ma'am. As we draw this enriching and thought-provoking international conference to a close, it is a time to express our gratitude to all those who have contributed to its success. To extend the vote of thanks, I now have the privilege of inviting a distinguished teacher, Professor Ms. Chapula Benazir Israel, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening to who all present here. As we come to the close of this thought-provoking and inspiring international conference on educating the future nurse, transformative teaching models for academic and clinical excellence, I, Professor Benazir, organizing chairperson of this conference, on behalf of Indira Gandhi School and College of Nursing, Munshiganj, Amethi, extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to making this event a remarkable success. First and foremost, I would like to express our sincere thanks to our distinguished international and national speakers who have honored us with their knowledge, insights, and time. Dr. Koppula Victor Babu sir from Ethiopia for highlighting the philosophical foundations of education in today's nursing context. Dr. Elizabeth Aron from the USA for her insightful talk on practical strategies in nursing education. Dr. Mariamma Chirail John from Sultanpur for enlightening us on the importance of relationship-based education in nursing. And Dr. Vasanthakumari from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for presenting transformative teaching methods. Dr. M. Bharathi from Karnataka for sharing the importance and application of simulating based learning. Then a special note of thanks to our administrative heads, Dr. Ramesh S., Principal IGS Con, Dr. Gomati M., Vice Principal IGS Con, and Srimati Sharmila Barua Roy Chaudhary, CEO of Indira Gandhi Group of Institutes, for their visionary leadership and unwavering support. Our heartfelt thanks to all the session and moderators and introducers, to our MSc Nursing first year students, Ms. Supriya Chaube, Ms. Shivani Shukla, Ms. Archana Yadav, Ms. Shubham Maurya, and Ms. Priyanka. Thank you for your well-prepared speaker introductions and even contributions, who gracefully introduced each speaker with professionalism. So, a special thanks to our Masters of Ceremony, Ms. Divya Pandey and Ms. Harshita Tripathi, for anchoring the event with energy and elegance. To the dedicated organizing team, including Mrs. Manjot Kaur Sidhu, Ms. Anushri Srivastava, Ms. Tanya, Ms. Vandana, and all faculty members and students coordinators, thank you for your countless hours of planning, coordination, and execution. And sincere appreciation to the food committee, Ms. Roshni Mishra, Ms. Archana Yadav, and Ms. Shubham Maurya for taking care of the refreshments and lunch with such responsibility. Then, to the cultural participants from BSc 5th and 7th semesters, thank you for adding vibrant energy and creativity to this day. And I would also like to specially acknowledge and thank the organizing secretary, Ms. Piyush, for your relentless support, tireless overtime efforts, and flawless coordination. Your hard work was the backbone of this international conference success. I'm truly grateful for your unwavering dedication. Mass Media Committee, whose behind the scenes efforts were the backbone of this conference, our deepest gratitude to Ms. Ayesha Ma'am for her constant presence and mentorship. Mr. Abhijit sir and Mr. Deepak sir for their media and tech coordination. And your meticulous planning and dedication ensured that everything ran smoothly from online streaming to logistics and documentation. We are also proud to share that today's entire event is featured and can be rewatched on our official YouTube platform, that is rgcsk.edu. So please subscribe, like, and share to spread the learning far and wide. To all the delegates, faculty members, students, guests, both online and in person, thank you for being a part of this academic celebration. Your enthusiastic participation made this conference a true success. As we conclude today's sessions, let us take the inspiration forward to implement, reflect, and transform the future of nursing education together. Once again, thank you all and wishing you health, happiness, and continued academic excellence. So finally, to the Sanjay Gandhi Memorial Trust, whose legacy and support have made it possible for this institution to continuously raise the bar in nursing education. And last but not least, I'm going to contribute my thanks on behalf of our whole institution to the UP Nurses, Midwives Council, and thank you. Let this conference be not just one day academic event, but the beginning of new ideas, new collaborations, and renewed inspiration for nursing educators and students worldwide. Thank you, one and all.
So we will have one view on the pre-test and post-test score to know the effectiveness of our today's invocation. Once again, good afternoon, everyone. So here I am to tell you about the scores of pre-test and post-test. So we have seen a slight difference when we have taken the pre-test. That time we have calculated the score. Then again we have calculated the score at post-test. So for that, total participants were 609. In that, during pre-test, 292 students have given the correct answers, and while post-test 505 participants have given the correct answers. So there's a difference that we have seen in the pre-test and post-test. So that was a slight huge difference. I hope this session has been a wonderful session for all of you. After that, we will see a short video. At a glance, we will see whatever the preparations we have done. And since morning till evening, what are all the programs have been done about the speakers. We will see a short video. So here I am with the video. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks to one and all, offline and online, for joining us today. We hope the sessions provide valuable insight and that you had the opportunity to connect with the peers from around the global world. Your engagement and enthusiasm have truly engaged and our discussions. So now you can move and have tea and you can go now. Slowly you move without pushing each other. MSc organizer students, please take care of that. MSc organizer students.
Good evening to all. Thank you so much for joining us today. For some technical problem, I'm so sorry for our organization, and for more information and this type of video, please share, like and subscribe our channel rgcsk.ed. Thank you.